Hello everybody and welcome back again here at GP3. We're here for round 14 of the Season 6 Championship and we're here in Italy. Italy always a track that will give some good battles and of course the home race for Ferrari. So a very special race for the two Ferrari drivers today. I'm not alone, I'm once again joined by my co-commentator Chain Game Wow or Robin. Robin, how are you doing today?
I'm uh, I'm good for Italy to watch on. Yes, to drive on tomorrow. I don't know, but that we'll see tomorrow. But looking forward to this GP3 boys getting out on the track and showing the speed at the temple of speed.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna start with the standings, of course. We still have Mario Manzo in the lead. He didn't start in Belgium. I think he's back today to fight for some points. Yes, he is back. He has 86 points lead on Ekelund in P2. Then it is Frederick in P3, Surrey in P4, Fester in P5, Mike in P6, the run-up in P7, Erich in P8, Hunter in P9, Nutluke back in P10, Gamey Things in P12, Dog Special Energy in P13, Lee in P14, Kirikou in P15, Jedi Savo in P16, HOR Punch or Adam in P17, Rezanovsky in P18, Maestro in P19, and Badger still yet to pick up points, just as Maestro in P20. Then going on to the Constructors Championships.
Yes, Renault is like my Manzo in quite a big lead. They are 86 points ahead of Toro Rosso. Rebel is in third with 124 points. 1 point behind is Ferrari. 2 points behind them is Racing Point and 1 point behind them is Alfa Romeo. So we have 4 points with 4 teams between third and sixth place.
That's crazy.
118 points in 7. They're only 5 points behind. On 6 is Haas. 8th is McLaren. They're also climbing up the table. They're only 17 points behind the third spot. And 9th and 10 are Mercedes and Williams. They seem not to have a battle in that constructor standings.
No, they really don't look like they're up for the fight in this season of SFR. Yeah, it's really not looking good in GP3 for Williams and Mercedes. Just gonna get a few things with me. We have 3 reserve drivers today. We have Sam who will be driving in the Haas. We have just Mikey who will be driving in the Williams. And we have Ryan Van Doom who will be driving the Alpha because Surrey has a race ban. So we won't see Surrey tonight, and that won't be good for his championship because he's still fighting for that P2, we can say. There's not really anyone fighting at the moment with Mori Manzo. But that might change. Everything's still possible. We still have 8 rounds to go. And it seems like we're having a dry quali session.
And talking about the drivers we have today, I see also CLS Leclerc in the Racing Point. Is he new to the league or is it a
I
reserve?
think he's a new driver. I didn't saw him before, or I have to forget. That's probably what I did, because remembering things is not very. I'm not very good in that, so probably I saw him before. But he indeed is a new driver, I think. I don't know if he's full or also reserving, so we'll be seeing that today. What he can show us.
I
But
heard
it's an
sometimes that
Alfa Romeo as first one out of the pit lane. And there is HOR Punch or Adam.
on the hearts.
So he'll be looking to do a bank lap to have a feel around the circuit. When you do a lap on the hards and then go on the softs, for example, you really feel like you're flying because you have so much more grip. I think for the strategy and for the tires, the hards and mediums aren't that much of a time between them. I think there's 4 or 5 tenths between them, not much more. So for in the race itself, I think the hards are a better option if you want to do a one-stop starting on the softs probably.
Um, soft, soft to medium is also possible, but
It is.
I think you have to pit around lap 8, between lap 8 10 to get the mediums to the end. And if drivers have issues, for example, on the first chicane, what obviously can happen, then maybe put the hards on. It's maybe a good idea to go to the end.
Yeah, I felt it personally. Like I lost traction on the softs after 6 laps. I really didn't have any speed anymore in corners after lap 6. So for me, the best strategy is soft to hard. But we're gonna see what these drivers are gonna do. Well, Adam has already started his first flying lap. Monza not a very long circuit. I think the track is around a minute and a half in quali, a little bit less. We're gonna see what times the guys are rocking today. Full grid, so that will be very interesting.
Yes, indeed, and I've also seen that Lee has said in the YouTube comments that the race will be dry, so we'll
So
have a
once
dry Grand
again,
Prix.
a dry race weekend. Adam now going on the second DRS straight. Going to one of the most difficult sections in this track. The chicane. Or I don't know how you really want to call it. It's a very difficult place. You can really lose it anywhere in the few corners. And I think we're gonna see a few people crash there. Adam didn't. He was gonna be the first one to put a lap in. What's it gonna be for him? Looks like a very clean lap. It's gonna be a 1:24.1 for Adam on the hards, while Savo goes provisional pole with 1:20.1. And I think that's quite a good lap already from Savo. Gamey things going in P2 with 1:28.1 on the hards, while Sam is going on provisional pole with a 19.8.
I'll have a look at Eglon, who's going around the Parabolica. Let's see what he
Oh,
can
and
do.
Badger's pun. Looks like Badger
Oh,
lost it.
at the second chicane.
I hope he doesn't stay there for
Oh, the
too long,
runabout
otherwise he will
pun!
be disqualified.
The runabout's taking the gravel in the Parabolica and has crashed.
So both Mercedes having a bad moment. And it looks like Badger is on the way again.
The Ferrari fans will be cheering if they see that.
Frerick going into P2, they will be cheering for that as well. As a Ferrari driver going just behind Sam, 1/10 slower. And Lee went to P4 with 1:20.2. His teammate Hunter went to P5 with 1:20.4. At the moment times are quite close in the top 5, top 6. Still everything possible there. Mario Manzo, championship leader, now starting his flying lap. Well, we're having Badger who will be finishing his lap, but he has major damage, so that won't be a lap worth watching. Leclerc going fastest in sector 1. The
We have
racing point.
seen Leclerc on pole position at the 2019 Italian Grand Prix.
Yes, we had. Is he gonna repeat that here in SFR? If he can do that, that would be great, to be fair. He is putting the fastest sector 2 in as well. Just have to make sure he doesn't validate his lap. He's looking very fast. Really going to the limit. And it looks like this is gonna be the provisional pole time. What's it gonna be for CLS Leclerc? It's gonna be a 1:19.5. What a lap, 3/10 faster than the pole time before. And I think that's gonna be a very, very good lap.
Let's
To
see what
put
Mario
him.
Manson can do. Oh, it's also close. 19.5.
Ooh, 7 hundredths slower than Leclerc. So that will be interesting, the fight between them. But is it
Here
the
comes.
day that Mario Manzo will get someone to fight with?
Let's hope.
Because you can say what you want, but Mario Manzo is really dominating the league at the moment. So it should be great for all the viewers and for maybe even for the other drivers to see that Mario Manzo have a fight again. So that will benefit the other drivers as well.
It's a long time we've seen Mario Manson battling. I think the last time was Austria or Britain with Mike.
Yeah, indeed. That was quite a spectacular race in Britain with the wet. The Mike was really, really fast there. Mike is now on a flying lap. He just started his one. Going to the first chicane, the first corner as well. It's going to be an interesting one at the start of the race, as the braking points is going to be a lot different at the start and then other points of the session. Can Mike put a fastest sector 1 in? No, he can't. 25.9. He's pushing that car. Looks very, very clean. It's a little bit of the grass there. Loses it a little bit as well. Now on the DRS straight. Can he put a fastest sector 2 in? Yes, he can. While Felix is out.
Felix.
We don't have anyone near him. I think he just lost it, but that is not good news for the Haas driver. So he didn't put a lap in either, so he'll be starting from the back of the grid. And as I see him on the track map, he will be crashed. That is very, very bad for him. What will Mike do? Mike will go on provisional pole. No!
Boo.
Also with a 19.5, we have the top 3 now. All together. Very, very close up front.
And I have taken a look at the place where Felix crashed, and it's quite a weird place. It's long after the exit corner.
Well, the run-up now went into P5. Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. That's more important than a retirement, if you are honest.
Lee Nell on a lap. Currently on P9. He's 2/10 up in Sector 1 already. That is quite good if you know Sector 1 isn't really the place you can make or lose that much time. Can he set this positive thing around the track? Yellow's in Sector 2. That is for Mercedes leaving space to the faster cars behind him. He is still up on his time. What can he do? Didn't invalidate it there. Don't think that was a lot more he can cut. But what will it be for the Toro Rosso driver? Toro Rosso currently in P9 and P10. He loses it back a little bit. Still has ERS, sorry. What will it be for Lee? 2/10 improvement, improve 1 position, going into PA with 120.0. Watching his teammate now. He's in Sector 2 on the second DRS straight. And he puts in a faster Sector 2. He's only 800 up on his time. What can he do in the last sector? He still has plenty of ERS left. Driving on overtake. Doesn't have a lot of fuel left. So that will be interesting on his in lap. Goes very, very wide there. And he's going into the pits. Ekelund is up on his time as well. The Red Bull currently in P11. You expect way better from him. What is his time gonna say?
My man shows purple in sector 1.
Well, Ekelund is 5 tenths up, puts in the fastest sector 2. So
Ooh,
the
that's
first gonna be, oh, and Ekelund invalidates his lap.
Oh,
So going on now to Mari Manzo, currently in P3. Driving into sector 3 now. Is he also gonna invalidate? No, he isn't. Looking very, very good. True. One of the most difficult corners. He may be, as a slipstream, I think it's just too far away from the Williams ahead of him.
yes.
Can Mari Manzo go a tenth faster?
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, he can. Not even a tenth, he goes 3 tenths faster. Provisional pole for Mari Manzo with a 1:19.3. What a lap. Well, we have both Leclerc and Sam now going on a time lap.
Renault. Oh.
Leclerc puts in the fastest sector 1. He's almost a tenth up through sector 1, but he lost it. And that won't be an improvement anymore. Now watching Sam. He is just behind Mari Manzo, I think. Yeah, Riznovsky's in the pits, so it has to be Mari Manzo. He'll be looking for a slipstream. Mari Manzo now passing out of the way. Can Sam improve down sector 2? No, he can't. He's 2 tenths down in his time.
Ryan Van Doom goes out wide, out of the parabolic, but here
Still
he
gonna be a
comes.
very good lap.
Whoa.
P4 for Ryan Van Doom. 19.8. Very, very good lap of the reserve. Sam is not improving. We have someone on a time lap who is improving. Don't think so. We have Mike just starting his lap. Can he come close to that time of Mari Manzo? He is 2 tenths up in sector 1 already. Wow.
Whoa!
That's a lot. What will that say for the rest of his lap? But 2 tenths in sector 1, that's major. If they're gonna continue like that, I think we're gonna see 1:18s today, and I think that should be very, 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 very crazy. If we're gonna see 1:18s today.
That will be quicker than I am around here.
Yeah, still 2 tenths up on his time.
Oh, that goes a bit wrong-eyed though.
Oh, that was very close to invalidate. Still going. McLaren of Mike.
He
Can
got
he
away
take
with
pole
it.
position? Made up a lot of time in sector 1, didn't make up that much time in sector 2.
Oh,
And he's going into the pits. Probably he's thinking he can go faster than this, and if he finished his lap, he won't. He wouldn't have time enough to complete another lap. Just the same for the run-up. Lee is now in sector 2. He's 1/10 up down sector 1. What can he still
EJ
show
goes to
us?
4th. EJ goes to 4th. There's a good showing from the Racing Points.
Yeah, Racing Points looking very good. Leclerc in P2, Erich in P4. Only 2 tenths separate the two drivers. What will the time say for Lee? It's a purple sector 2. He's 4 tenths up on his time. Can Lee be the surprise of today? No. That's very wide to take that corner. Not cutting the inside like some other drivers. He's taking the other line. What's that gonna say for him? Is he gonna finish his lap? That's the first question. And what will that lap be? He's not gonna finish his lap. He's going back in.
He lost too much time with that coming out of that car.
He did. Ekelund now puts in the fastest sector 1. He's 1/10 up. You expect Ekelund way higher than P13.
Yes, but qualifying is difficult here.
It
Far more
is.
difficult than we thought it will be.
A lot of pressure on him now. Down the second DRS straight. He'll be looking to improve around 5 tenths at least. He is improving 5 tenths. Fastest in sector 2. Is he gonna make a good move here? Yes, that looks very, very clean. And now.
Think he might go into the top 5 or around the top 5.
Very possible. It's all gonna depend on what he's gonna do in the last sector. What's it gonna be for Ekelund?
Oh,
It's
there's
gonna
a
be
good
a
lap time.
1:19.8, put him into P5.
Not a
Just
bad
as you
prediction
expected.
from Train Game.
I didn't say it this time.
This time I'm earlier than the jokes from you, so.
Who will be the first one to set a new lap? It will
Badger
be
started that
Badger.
lap.
And Lee retires in the pit lane, I think. That's quite strange because his car is still coming out, I think. That's very strange. But
Yes,
Badger
indeed.
through sector 1. He's the first one to put his final lap in. He's up on his time, but I think he lost it there. And he invalidated his lap. So going on to game meetings now. That looks cleaner than Badger did. Game meetings on the hunt for his first points of the season. Can it be today his day? Lee ran out of time, that's why he retired. Adam also retires, so he only did 1 lap on the hard. He'll be starting from the back. Gaming thinks is 1 second up on his time.
Whoa.
And if he can continue like that, he's probably on for around P7, P8. And I think that will be an amazing qualifying result for Gaming Things. It's gonna depend on what he's gonna do in the last sector. Through the last corner. Doesn't go wide. What will it be for Gaming Things? Wow, P4! Talk about a surprise P4 for Gaming Things. And we have Mario Manzo. He is 2/10 up on his time. Is this guy human? I don't think so.
Here goes GD Savo to 9th.
Then we have the Alfa Romeo of Ryan Van Doen. Will he be improving? Just in front of this Mario Manzo. Is he gonna be? Is he gonna break into the 118s? What will it be for Mario Manzo? It will be 119.1. And Leclerc invalidated his lap, so it's pole position for Mario Manzo. Except Sam can do something about that. No, he can't, putting himself into P4.
And what can Frederick do? Oh, he's not improving. But that's qualifying, I think.
P11 for last week's race winner, Frederick. He's not gonna be happy with that.
He has some ups and downs.
Yeah, he really has. So it will be Mario Man's on pole position, 4/10 faster than the guys behind. This guy is not human anymore. I'll say it now. Give him a space in GP2, and he'll be fighting for the win every week. He is gonna start on pole position with a 119.1, 3.3 tenths faster than Leclerc. Mike is in P3. Sam is in P4, Gaming Things in P5, Eric in P6, Ekelund in P7, Ryan Van Doom in P8, Jazzawa in P9, Durant in P10, Frederick in P11, Lee in P12, Hunter in P13, Just Mike in P14, Kirikou in P15, Rosanovsky in P16, Badger in P17, HOR Punch in P18, and Fefster in P19. Fefster crashed out of quali. And that won't be a very good start of his race.
Oh, it's quite darker.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't look very sunny as yesterday. Yesterday was a really sunny race. That maybe is gonna be a very good story for the tires. Tires are gonna last longer because maybe the track temperature will be lower. But that will be something to watch for the drivers. They will now choose their strategy. And That's gonna be a very interesting call because strategy can make you win or lose a race today.
And there is also a big chance of a safety car around here.
Oh yeah, more than one if you ask me. We
I
had 3
commentated.
full safety cars yesterday and 2 virtual ones, I think.
I was commentating last week in an other Italian Grand Prix, and there was a safety car before turn one. So
That's crazy. I'm gonna set the tires for you guys. And we're seeing the top 10 starting on softs. Then we're having Frederick and Lee on the mediums, Hunter on the hards, Mike on the softs, Kiriko on the mediums, Riznovsky on the softs, Badger and Adam on the mediums, and Fefster on the hards.
they're also splitting their strategies. That's something I like to see from teams. Splitting strategy to see what pays out.
So at the moment, I think Frederick and Lee still are in the race for this. They will be the first 2 guys to start on the mediums. And just like you said, that are also starting in P12 and P13. They're not having the same strategy, so probably that's because they're trying different things.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
Sam already hits the grass a little bit. He has to watch out that he doesn't crash on the formation lap. I think Grosjean will be proud if he does, but...
We probably have all done a crash on the formation lap.
yeah, probably.
It's also a Mercedes disqualified. It's the runner, I think. Or Badger. Yes, it's Badger. And Adam.
So there's a big contact between Badger and HR Punch, and they are now waiting on the starting grid already.
How many safety cars will we see today?
I'm expecting 2. 1 less than yesterday.
I'll go for the same.
2 real ones and 1 virtual one. That's my prediction. We're ahead of 27 laps here at Monza. It's gonna be a difficult one for the Ferraris, P11 and P15. Will they make the Tifosi very happy?
Well,
or
aren't
they gonna do that?
My Manzo can make the Italian crowd happy with starting in pole in his home race.
Oh yes, it is. I already forgot that he is of course an Italian driver. So I'm sure that Tifosi will also be chanting for him. But we are now ready for the race. Waiting till the red lights are going on. They're on. 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go. We're on the way here at Monza. At the moment it's still looking good. A great start from Mario Manzo with Leclerc behind them. Is everyone gonna get clean through turn 1? I see a lot of carnage. I don't think it's very clean. A lot of damage, but no real incidents.
Oh.
I think a lot of guys lost some end plates, and we have virtual safety car already.
Yeah, it's only for wings flying, it's not for a crash or something. It's only damage.
Although there was not a really big incident, I think it was a quite messy opening of this race. And a lot of guys probably driving with wing damage now.
Oh, Leclerc
is now in front of Mario Manzo. That's quite strange, I think.
Sam had good attention. Sam is close to Leclerc.
It's not really a place to overtake here. I know that myself. I'll get to James Hook as well.
Oh, there's something happening on the back.
Something happens with Gamey Things. Gamey Things is in the... Yeah, Ryan Van Doom as well. Ryan Van Doom and Gamey Things, both in the gravel.
And they qualified so well.
Oh yeah, they did. Gamey Things had an amazing qualifying, just as Ryan Van Doom, and I think there was contact between both. Leclerc is now very close to Mario Manzo. Will he have enough slipstream to try and make a move? It looks like it. Down the outside, is he gonna try and make a move? Behind, they're fighting as well. Sam and Mike. Kyoko gets a 3-second penalty for 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Maramanzo keeps
Sam,
P1.
look at Sam.
Sam is now trying to
Cyber
make a move for P2 on Leclerc. Is he gonna make that stick? Leclerc on the inside, they touch.
No! Almost a battle there.
Almost. I was just gonna say the same. But Sam is now into P2. And this was good for Maramanzo. He's now 1.2 seconds ahead. We're having a lot of guys who already made up a lot of positions. The worst start was for Ryan Van Doom, who lost 12 positions. Now we have Hunter on the back of Frederick.
Oh,
We have yellow in sector 1, that's Kirikou. And Ben made the move before sector 3, so that's very well done for Ben. It goes very wide there, so he has to watch out that Frederick doesn't have the run on him back again. And Jeddah is now all over the back of this side. Oh, they touch! Jeddah and Ekelund had a touch. Jeddah has to watch out that he doesn't get in the way of all the drivers there, but that was quite a big impact for him. Leclerc now very close to Sam again. DRS has been enabled. We are lap 3 of this Italian Grand Prix. Jeddah very close to Rezanovski now.
Oh,
little touch. Chaotic opening of this race. Leclerc is now all over the back of Sam. We have yellow in sector 3. That is Ryan Van Doom struggling.
And DRS is now enabled, so here comes the fun with slipstream and DRS.
Yes, it will. Maramanzo now 1.5 seconds ahead of Sam. Behind we have yellow in sector 2.
Oh, Felix,
Who is
I think
that?
no.
Is it Felix? No.
Oh, GP3 and Rezanovski make contact by entering the Ascari. Oh, GP3 takes the gravel. That's not a good advice.
No, it's not really making you having a good exit. Maramanzo still with the fastest lap. Now we have Leclerc all over the back of Sam with DRS. Trying to make the move down the outside. Will he make it stick?
Yes, I think.
There's a little bit of touch, I think, but he made the move to P2. Leclerc now 1.7 seconds, 1.8 seconds behind Maramanzo.
And Sam didn't have a good exit, so Mike has now a look to his inside.
Watch out, guys, a lot of movement. We have a yellow in sector 1. Mike stayed behind Sam there. Didn't make a reckless move. I think that's the thing you have to do. Gamey thinks close behind Adam as well. When Adam close to Badger. A lot of close fight at the moment. Gamey thinks we'll try it here on Adam down the inside. That's gonna be an interesting one to try. Adam still defending, and that's a very well done from Adam. Gamey thinks still in P15. And Felix behind him.
Oh, side by side.
Gamey things all over the bar, yeah, all over the place.
Oh, Leclerc has some good pace now.
He has. But of course, that also was with slipstream, but he's only 1.1 seconds away of Maramanzo anymore. He's gonna try to get back into the slipstream. Well, Adam has a moment and almost hits Felix there. Good reaction of Felix, and Adam just able to keep the car on track. Well, Leclerc is now in the DRS range of Maramanzo.
Maramanzo has now a challenge, I can tell you.
He has. It looks like he has some very good pace, Leclerc. And with a name as that, you have to have good pace in Monza, I think.
Yes, and in free air he's got amazing pace, but in DRS it's the other story.
Yes, it is. Mike is now all over the back of Sam.
Oh, Leclerc takes so much curb out coming out of this car. It's
On
quite
board with
risky.
Mike. Gonna watch the effect of slipstream and DRS on the next straight. Now 3/10 behind Sam. Now we're gonna see him closing in rapidly. From this moment here, he opens his DRS and now he's closing in, closing in, closing in. It's just gonna be too far to make a move, I think. Yes, it will. Ooh, has a very, very good first chicane there. Well, GP3 is into the pits. I think that he's the first one to make a regular pit stop. After 5 laps on the softs, he thinks it's enough. What tire will he be going on the softs again? So he'll be watching for a 2-stop. Probably hoping for a safety car in the next few laps. Mike still 3/10 behind Sam. Closest fight at the moment. Well, Frederick is also very close to Hunter. And Game Meetings is quite close to Badger as well. So a lot of fights going at the moment. We're staying here with Mike behind Sam. Fight for P3 at the moment.
We might see a change for the lead at the end of the start-finish straight.
Yes, indeed. Leclerc is very close now to Mari Manzo. And I think he's gonna have a move on him. It's just gonna be too far.
Oh yes.
Is it? Is it? Is it? Is he gonna try it? No, he's
Oh,
backing out a
Mike,
little
you
bit.
outside. Braille, go deep.
Ooh, that was very deep. No
Goes well.
contact, I think. That was very good driving of Sam and Mike there. Felix now behind Badger is very close. But it doesn't look like he has the pace at the moment to go in front of him. It's also going to be difficult because Badger is having DRS and slipstream from Gaming Things ahead of him. Well, Ekelund is under pressure now of the run-up. And look to Ben on his hard tires. He's already in P8. That's going to be very interesting. What's he going to do towards the end of the race?
Yes, indeed.
He is now hoping that the safety car won't come out for the first 10 laps, I think.
Yes, indeed.
Well, Mike is now very close again to Sam in front of him.
He wants to clear Sam now.
He wants to.
Oh,
And Manzo's into the pits. What tire will he be going on? I think it will be on the hards. I think it's just too early to go into the mediums already. But we're gonna see what he's gonna do. First we have Mike here, trying down the outside on Sam. Sam is defending there very well.
Mike tries to switch back, I think.
Is he gonna get a good enough exit? Not really looking like it. Manzo went onto the hard tires, just as expected. And now Mike will have the run on him. Is he gonna make a move? It's just gonna be too far away. Sam is defending this very well. Well, Felix finally made a move on Badger. He'll now be looking to get past Gamey Things as well. Felix, of course, on the hard, so nothing lost yet. While GP3 puts in the fastest lap with 1:23.1.
And this traffic can hold him can hold him up massively, and that can be in the favor of Leclerc.
It really can. And now we have once again Mike on the back of Sam. This has to be the lap. He's so close now. Well, the run-up is now going into P5 in front of Ekelund. He is having a very good race. Yes, he is.
Here comes Leclerc.
And Mike is going in as well. Mike was just gonna have the move on Sam, and then he decides to go in.
Wonder where Leclerc will come out against Mari Manzo.
Indeed, it will be very interesting. I think it will be behind but we're gonna see it. What's it
Oh,
gonna be? Very
close.
close. He's just behind him,
Just too far.
but he did that. Oh, there's damage! Damage from Mari Manzo. He lost an end plate.
Oh, did he touch Gamey?
Yes, he did.
Ah,
I think Felix went slow into the chicane while Gamey Things decided to brake, and Mari Manzo didn't saw that and just reacted too late and lost his end plate. But this is very, very bad news for Mari Manzo, because I think it's quite some big damage as well.
yes. It will affect him in these kind of corners.
It will, and there will be a trouble in sector 3. Because that is something where you need the only downforce on your car. Yeah, that you
And
have
here comes
Economist going into
Leclerc.
P3.
Here comes Leclerc. To the inside. On the
This is
softer
not really
target.
a place to do it. It's very difficult to fight here, but Leclerc makes the move. And now we're gonna see Mari Manzo going into the pits because he's really struggling while
25
Sam gets a
seconds.
5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This is a very interesting race at the moment while Sam, the run-up and Erich are all into the pits while Leclerc goes very wide there. Mari Manzo doesn't go into the pits. Leclerc now having the speed to go over game meetings. Easy move for him. A lot of place switches. While
Now
Adam
you
goes
can
in front of Sam as well. Don't know
and now
what
you
happened
can
with
see
Sam.
now can you see how powerful the undercut is when Mike drives it on Sam. It's only already a massive gap.
Yeah, there's 2 cars between them as well, so that won't help
Mike
him
around the
either.
outside! Oh, the goes wrong! Mike!
Oh no, Mike!
And
I just
is now...
switched back off. Oh, the touch!
Oh!
He touches with a run up!
Oh, gets a 5-second time
Yeah, I
penalty
think
for it.
that's deserved. I think he deserved that penalty, and now he's gonna wait till Lee got past him. I don't think Mike is gonna finish this race. He's now
Doesn't look like
gonna
it.
have to leave all the cars behind him. He's now in P19. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see him retiring from the race.
Me neither.
And that is not what you want to see of one of the fast guys, of course. And now Sam on the inside already of Badger. While Frederick is now in P2. After a bad quali.
Frederick has some front wing damage, I just see.
Ooh, well, we have yellow in sector 1.
Oh, Felix! And Mr. Nobody.
That is indeed Felix. Oh no, Felix.
Didn't know what happened there, but
It never can go well for Felix. It's just it's the phrase of his life, I think, while Mike indeed retires from the session. What happened with Felix? That's gonna be an interesting one. Well, Erich is now all over the back of HR Punch.
we'll know when Ecklet will come in. On 10 level softs.
Yeah, indeed, that's quite a long time already. His tires are really gonna be dead while Erich and Badger and HR Punch are fighting. Looks like Adam had the best thing of that. He made up a place and now into P8. But we have 4 cars there fighting. The run up now also closing in. Erich making the move on Badger. Very well done. Oh, well, someone is going very, very, very wide, and that's Badger.
That almost looked like a clear team order.
Yeah, but that was maybe a little bit too much for a team order. Well, Eklund
Yeah.
is now exiting the pits. He's gonna be in P... Is he gonna be in P10? Yes, he
Just a
will.
P10. Ahead of his team, he will have to make a pit stop. Oh, the run-up and Adam. Fabus out through the Curva La Grande.
I think the run-up made that move. Yes, he did. Well, he gets a 3-second penalty for that. He indeed cut the corner a little bit. And the Rob is now gonna try and get Erich in front of him. At the moment the virtual lead is for Leclerc 4 seconds ahead already of Mari Manzo, who is 1.3 seconds ahead of Sam behind him. And Ekelund already having quite a good go on Badger in front of him. Looks like he's gonna have a run on the Mercedes in front of him. Leclerc going the fastest now with 122.8. And that is some very good race pace of Leclerc. Ekelund, ooh, not really knowing where he has to go. It's now on the inside for turn 1. Is Badger gonna give it that position? Yes, he will. Nothing he can do about that. Well, Ferrer gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. And Kirikou gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. 11 lap old softs. I think he's the longest one to continue on the softs. We're halfway through. You can say we had a quite eventful race already.
Yeah, it's a quite interesting race when the top 10 drivers need to come through the pack with traffic and people on all strategies. That's always interesting to see. And it's really unfortunate that Mike lost out and the
Yes, it
Manzo
is.
got damaged. That's really unfortunate.
But those two things are really good news for Leclerc, of course, who's now 5.6 seconds ahead already of Mari Manzo. And I think Hunter and Frederick are now starting to hope for a safety car, maybe.
Yes, Frederick for sure.
Well, Mari
Sam,
Manzo now lost to Sam.
yeah, that's for virtual second place.
Yeah, and that was quite out of nowhere, if you ask me. I really think Mari Manzo's struggling with the damage.
Yes,
And of
he
course
is.
he's also on the hard tires when everyone else around him is on the mediums. Ekelund now on Adam. Once again, Adam is having a battle in sector 1. Looks like there was quite a messy line Adam took. He also gonna need to cut the corner there to take it. Adam is struggling. That's the only thing you can say. Well, Felix got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Leclerc almost in the DRS range of Frederick and ahead of him. And just ahead of those two guys is Hunter, our leader at the moment. Is Leclerc already gonna make a move on Frederick? I think he has to wait one more lap. And yes, he has to.
You
Let me look
can
for it a little
look
bit.
to the run-up. He might make a move on
I think he
EDJ.
will.
It's a bit too far.
Yeah, it's just too far. I think he lost some time with that as well. Well, Jerry Sawa gets in for a second pit stop. He will be going to the mediums now. Leclerc now only 3 tenths away anymore. We have yellow in sector 1. That is Adam, I think. No, it isn't.
There's nobody.
No, it's nobody indeed. Badger is
It's
now
Fox.
fighting with Adam. But Adam is defending that quite good.
Frederick is letting Leclerc go.
Yeah, nothing he can do about that. And it's better to let someone go at that point than really fight. Because it's once again, I'm gonna say it, it's not a place to fight. If you wanna stay into the race.
It isn't.
The run-up also very close behind Erich. The run-up who had an interesting race as well. Had a lot of battles already. Still in P7, doing good jobs for the points of Mercedes at the moment.
Yes, it is.
Once again, another race who, what game he thinks would have wanted after that good qualifying. Dorap is looking for it, just too far away, so he has to wait till another point. He is close enough. And Leclerc now only 3/10 away anymore of Hunter. I think Hunter will go 3-4 more laps on those hards to go on onto the softs then.
Felix en Batches hebben ze uit through the Pulva Grande.
Who's gonna win that battle?
Felix.
Looks like it's gonna be Felix, who cuts a little bit off the corner there.
Interesting lines.
Yes, it is.
Leclerc
Well,
right
Mike
on the
is
back of
back
Hunter.
again to the pits. While Hunter is having some troubles at the moment with his tires, I think. Leclerc is now all over him. Leclerc will probably make a move on the next straight to get back into the lead of this race. And Mario Manzo is gonna need to worry about Erich behind him, because he's gonna lose that position as well. And Ferrick is going into the pits. Leclerc now down the outside of Hunter. Easy move for him. Nothing Hunter can do about that. Leclerc is back into the lead.
En ons EJ to fourth.
Manzo is struggling with the damage. That's the only thing you can say. He now has a runner behind him as well. We have yellow in sector 2. That's a Ferrari. There's Kirikou.
Oh.
Not a good race.
Safety car.
Virtual safety car for that incident as well. But I don't think that's gonna benefit anyone. We have
Not
two
really.
drivers who went, no, three drivers who went to the soft. Frederick, HR Punch and Badger. They all went onto the soft tires. So they're gonna lose not as much time with a pit stop as they expected probably. Kirikou gets a 5-second penalty.
There's another one for him, I think.
Yeah, he's not having a very good race.
Echo 3 seconds, that's not gonna help him.
No, it isn't. Also another race Eklund would have wanted. It's gonna be interesting on a safety car restart. The fight between Durap and Marmanzo.
safety car, but it
Yeah,
just got green.
It just ended, so he won't be having any profit of that. It's gonna be interesting where Hunter is gonna come out though. Is it gonna be in front of Felix?
Environmental pits.
Yeah, Manzo is now going onto the softs. I think his damage was really screwing him up. Onto the mediums. That's interesting.
Yes.
Hunter goes onto the softs.
As expected. Comes behind his teammate. I think he also started behind his teammate.
Yeah, he did.
And we have 2 racing points in the top 3. That's a good showing for them.
Yeah, it's not something you see quite often.
Whoa.
Wow!
Wow!
He is human! Mario Manzo can take penalties! He proven that today. It's not like he's having an immune for that. They just can get penalties. But
Yeah.
he did it. But not a race. He would have wanted neither. While Hunter goes in front of his teammate now. I think there was a position switch of the Toro Rosso drivers. And now Ben behind Felix. Softs against 70 lap old hards. That shouldn't be a problem for Hunter.
Will he already make a move?
I think he will.
And I think he has DRS for the next straight.
I think that's quite possible indeed. It's gonna depend. And Felix is going in now. And it gets a 5-second penalty. Hunter now in P6. He's now 10 seconds away of Eklund in front of him, who is on the mediums.
Well,
Can he
the
still
Hunter,
make more positions?
Well, the hunt is also not far away from Simon. It's quite a long time ago since the runner was in such a good position. I think
Yeah, he was.
Germany was his last good race where he scored quite a lot of points. I think he was 5th or 6th at that time.
That is indeed.
Sometimes he can show such a good race results, but not consistent enough. That's key in a championship like this.
Yeah, it is. It really is. A lot of fights going on at the moment. I can't watch them all. I think we're gonna stay in the fight between the run-up and Sam for P2. Yeah, the run-up isn't that bad. He's in P7 in the championship. And his last podium is from, if I'm looking correct, is from Azerbaijan. His last
Cool.
and only podium he got this season.
That's 10 races ago, I think.
Yes, it is. Is it gonna be podium day again for the run-up today? It's looking quite good for him.
Well, he still has a penalty, I know.
What's gonna happen in this last 7 laps of this race?
This race is, by the way, flying away.
Yes, it is.
Next week will be another story, where we have the longest race of the season.
Not looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I
Gaming
think
Things is now all over the back of Rezanovsky as well.
yeah, he's for quite a long time, I think.
Yes, he is. It's looking like Gaming Things is trying to get points. Is he gonna get his first points of the season? I think he deserves it. Based on his race and on his quali. He's gonna make the move here already. It's gonna be interesting. Is Rezanovsky gonna give it up? Yes, he is. Gaming Things up into P9.
And if they look in the mirrors, they will see Mario Mansell behind them, and they won't fault that.
No, and I think Rezanovsky will let his teammate through then. Is Mario gonna make it already? And is Rezanovsky gonna defend on it? That's gonna be interesting as well. I don't think he will. No, he's not at all. And Badger is now very close to Adam. Well, Marmanza already gets in front of Gaming Things. Wow, that's extremely fast.
Yes, indeed. Yes, he is. And the goals of Kiriko is every time in the way for the run-up.
Yeah, the run-up still 6/10 away of Sam.
And he's probably getting annoyed by that.
Yeah, that is very annoying indeed.
Kiriko looks faster than.
Yeah, I don't think it's an AI, to be fair. I think it's just Kiriko who is lapped.
But why is he holding up then?
That's not really how blue flags works.
But the blue flags are away, so he should get out of the way.
Well, Felix now gets the fastest lap by 122.2. And Genesavo. Kiriko with a 5-second penalty, ignoring blue flags. There you have it.
Finally. Oh, Sam!
No,
Sam
that was
with
Kiriko, I think.
No, Sam was a 3-second.
Oh, I didn't saw that.
And I also think Sam has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane he had earlier.
Ooh.
Wait, I will check the penalties now.
That is,
So
it's not good what Kiriko is doing at here. I think the rap is very frustrated with this at the moment.
Sam has 8 seconds, the run-up has 1, and EJ has none.
Ooh, so Erich is still on for P2 at the moment.
EJ can sit at the back here and relax and get to second place and scoring for Racing Point a 1-2.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting indeed.
And now Jericho is ahead of Sam. No, he isn't helping the run-up again, as he gives Sam the DRS.
Yeah, indeed, he's not really doing. He has the
Okay.
right to unlap himself, but not if he's staying so close to the Aldi cars. And the blue flags are still waving. And now the run-up is finally gonna have a run on Sam. It looks like it. Ryan Van Doom is out of this race.
Ryan.
He retires on the pit lane.
Oh, the run-up is so close.
He is indeed, but it's not really looking like he's gaining a lot of speed on Sam in front. It's gonna be too far once again. I didn't saw if Sam indeed and Kiriko gets another 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. Get out of the way, mate. There's no point what you're doing right now. Well, Jeddah was very close to Felix in
Well,
the background.
I just checked Jericho's penalty and he has got 30 seconds. So
He's
he's
gonna
quite
get
close to the
disqualified.
disqualification.
Don't know what Kiriko is doing in this race. Well, Felix and Jeddah going side to side through the first chicane. Is Felix gonna... Ooh, a lot of contact there. But it looks like Felix got to make the move. Now into P15. And Kiriko lost it. And
Safety
it's
car!
full safety car.
Oh!
Oh.
Is this gonna spice things up and the safety car is saving
Leclerc
Lee
spitting.
points?
What is Sam gonna do then? If Sam stays out, he has a chance of winning this race. And they're all gonna stay out. Did Leclerc make the wrong move with here? He's gonna lose a lot of positions, Leclerc. No one is pitting. Did Leclerc just lost his race? He's gonna be out in P5.
Oh,
Only 2 laps remaining. I think Leclerc just lost his race.
Lee pits, but that's understandable with 22 lap old hearts. But this might also be a damage limitation for Mari Manso. Jamie Finks also comes in. Rizanowski comes in. At the back there coming in.
5-second penalty.
Adam in the points.
Once again. What do we have to do to God to make him stay into the points for once?
Defend like a wall behind him.
Yeah, just as in Belgium, I hope he can get points again. But it's gonna be a difficult one. A lot of guys on the softs behind him, in front of him. It's gonna be very interesting. The safety car restart. Safety car will go in this lap because you can't get a safety car in the last 2 laps.
And we have 3 laps only left, so there it comes. So we only seem to have the top 8.
The run-up gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Probably that's gonna be removed.
And now the top 8 is behind the safety car. Ooh, Rizanowski.
10-second penalty.
Okay, and he's corner cutting the old chicane.
Yeah, he just yeah, I don't know. Probably he just went. Oh, everyone's getting 10-second penalties.
There's corner cutting everywhere to be aware.
Yeah, there are all gonna be penalties who are gonna be removed probably, but that's not gonna be easy for us to have a final standing. Well, Mikey also gets one, and Sam is now going.
There we go.
The run-up has a run on him. The run-up is on for this race win, maybe.
The run-up has a run.
Ooh, not much room there. Oh,
Whoa, the Rebel braking late.
Oh, Ekelund! A lot of contact there, and Ekelund is gonna lose a lot of positions now. Leclerc's up into P4.
Frederick has a close
And
battle
now,
with him.
what's gonna happen between Leclerc and Eric? Eric doesn't have penalties, so he's also up for the win. But is he gonna let his teammate behind?
Sorry for my English.
A lot of yeah, that was just that wasn't even a language anymore, I think. That was just just yeah, some noises. A lot of action. Leclerc all over the back on Eric. They're not gonna give it. Eric is gonna defend. No team orders.
Let's take a look at. I will take a look at Leclerc's penalty situation.
And Marzo is off.
EJ
and Eric
also.
is out.
What?
Felix is out as well. What is happening?
Crazy stuff here at the Italian Grand Prix.
What is happening?
Just when I look at
lost is out.
Oh,
what the hell is happening?
GP3.
Now Leclerc on Sam. What about penalties of Leclerc, Sam, and the run-up? Leclerc gets a 3-second penalty now. The run-up is gonna win this.
The run-up 8 seconds. Leclerc 3 seconds. Sam 8 seconds.
So Leclerc is still on for this win. On penalties.
Oh, Hunter has no penalties.
Is Hunter gonna win it then?
Ooh.
Hunter on for the win. Adam gets a 3-second penalty. What is happening in these last stages? Adam is once again in P6.
Well,
is Ben gonna be our race winner today? It's not. He can't lose. Oh, this is extra. This is unbelievable.
This is exciting. Well, what a showing for Toro Rosso and for Lee.
Yes, it is. What will be the outcome?
Let's see. Oh, Leclerc just needed one more lap.
The run-up will win it on track. But now, what will it be? Off track. Who will win this Italian Grand Prix? The run-up wins on track. Leclerc takes the win now in front of Sam. Hunter goes into P2 and misses it with 5/10.
Here comes Adam.
In P5. Adam is finishing in P7. Oh, Adam is losing all the places, but a lot of 10-second penalties, so I don't know what's gonna be done with that.
Here comes Manso then. 12 for the home runner.
Oh, not the race he expected after finishing on pole, after quali. But I think we're gonna see a lot of changes in the standing after all, because there were a lot of 10-second penalties under the safety car. But for now it is Leclerc who wins this race in front of Hunter and the run-up. The run-up finally back on the podium. After 10 races, he takes the second podium of the season.
Finished the run-up third?
He did. His Racing Point on the top step today.
Invite Sam to the top 3.
Thank you very much. And it is Mercedes and Toro Rosso sharing the podium with the Racing Point. No Ferrari on it. The Tifosi won't be happy with that.
Only 4 points for them. Aww.
It is Leclerc who wins this race 5/10 ahead of Hunter. The runner finishes in P3. Sam finishes in P5. Gamey Things in P6. Lee in P7. Frederick in P8. Jedi Salvo in P9. Adam in P10, so he takes points again. Badger in P11. Mario Manzo in P12. Just Mikey in P13. And we have Rizanovsky in P14. Ekelund in P15. Erich, Felix, Kirikou, Ryan Van Doom and Mike didn't finish this race. And relax. What an end once again for this race. Unbelievable.
What such a crazy end. I didn't
Hey,
expect
fellas.
And I think we have a very happy P2 who just joined the party.
I'm over the moon.
Just gonna wait till maybe your two other podium fellas joins the party, and otherwise we're gonna start it with you. But what an end of this race once again. It always is a spectacular end on the end of GP3.
Well, when you get a safety car 3 laps from the end and it bunches everyone up,
Yeah,
you're going to get that.
it doesn't seem like the other guys are joining. So Ben or Hunter, P2 today. Take a moment to sing that in, because I don't think you expected that one. After
I really
starting
didn't.
in P12 or something.
13th.
P13, finishing in P2. That's a crazy race for you.
No, but first, well, pretty much my whole race was incident free. I knew what the strategy was once I was outside the top 10. It was to stay on the hards and go as long as possible. And me and Frederick just sort of found there were like 2 groups, one at the front and one in the midfield, and in between, me and Frederick just sort of found the space and was pulling each other along for 12 odd laps. So we were able to just keep it clean and stay out of all the trouble.
Yeah, and if you did that, I don't think you saw it, of course, in the race itself, but a lot of 10-second penalties on the safety car. I think we saw 7 or 8 guys who picked up a penalty.
Well, I saw the guys sort of jumping around on the results page at the end.
Yeah,
so
that was crazy.
We'll have to have a look at that.
So I think there's going to be a lot of changes in the final standings. I hope you will stay on the podium. I don't think
I hope so.
You'll have a problem for it. But yeah, extremely good drive. You were one of the only ones who saw it on the hard, so did that make the difference for you, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so, because I came out 7th with a fresh set of softs.
Yeah.
So I jumped 6 places on that first stint. So that really helped.
You did very good on that. Robin, do you have anything to ask to Ben here?
Why did you start on the hard tires where others were starting on the mediums or the soft?
Because mediums sort of forced your hand. I think like a lap 8 or 9 safety car on the mediums, I think would force your hand to switch to the hards, where the hards kept you in play anything from lap 12 to about 20. It worked. The hards to the mediums and the hards to the softs worked either way. I don't think medium to soft would have gone as well, especially if there'd been no safety car. So that was the thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, the other 2 podium guys not joining, but I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm a little bit off my mind of the end once again.
I'm out of breath. I'm shaking.
Yeah, me too. I think Robin as well. I think that's it for us at GP3 here. Once again, congratulations to our podium finishers. Congratulations to Hunter who joined us here in the party. We'll be back tomorrow on Monza for GP2, and we'll be back on Thursday for the Prem. We'll be back on Friday for the Classic Championship. I want to thank Robin for being my co-commentator. It was a pleasure as always. And I want to thank everyone who watched the stream. And I hope you have a great resume of your week. Guys, see you later. See you next week. Bye bye.